following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5, like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. I am a conservative. A lot of people say I treat them like dogs, but they do seem to get better. Now, if you have a personal health challenge you want to ask about, if you have a health challenge of a friend, a loved one, a workmate, or if you want to talk about medical politics or the home-based business opportunity, give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, I want to talk about a new report that was given out by, I think it's either the government or the scientific community or the University of Barcelona, Spain, involved 18 countries. I don't know how long the study was, but all the details are going to be given out by Doug during his Pearls of Wisdom. And we both found the same article the same day. And so he's going to do that part. And I'm going to go back to the beginning. When did all this hysteria and paranoia about fat start? It started in 1901 when the German Navy went to Professor Wilhelm Norman, professor of chemistry at Berlin University, said, look, we need a synthetic smokeless diesel engine lubricant for German submarines. By 1904, he'd accomplished that. After the First World War was over, they didn't need it anymore, so he sold his patent for this lubricant to a soap manufacturing company in Britain, the UK, and they couldn't sell. They were going to make it into a soap, and they couldn't sell it because everybody's making their own soap in the 10s, 20s, and 30s, and 40s. And so they sold the patent to Proctor and Gamble in the United States, and they couldn't sell it because everybody's making their own soap. So they decided to turn it into a cooking shortening, and they were having trouble selling it because nobody wanted a cooking shortening in a can. They were using bacon grease and lard and things like that for 30, 40, 50 generations. They didn't want to change. So the guy by the name of Ansel Keys, who's the head of the Department of Medicine at the University of Minnesota Medical School, goes to a advertising firm and says, hey, how do we sell this stuff? He says, well, you got to demonize what Grandma's been doing, telling her it's going to kill people, and then the escape from this terrible hell of what she's been doing is got to be given with church music and butterflies. And so they came up with a Mediterranean diet. To make a long story short, they came up with a Mediterranean diet, and they got profitable, but it wasn't magic. It wasn't really hitting the streets like they wanted to. So they go back to the advertising firm and said, you really, really got to hit this magic thing, okay? And so they did. They hit it hard, and sure enough, things began to change. What they found was that people, when they told them that it was the cholesterol and saturated fat in the lard, butter, cream, and eggs that was killing people, suddenly now people began to give it up. Companies started making egg beaters and egg white omelets. They began to make margarine instead of butter. They made non-dairy coffee creamers. They made low-fat, zero-fat yogurts and all this no-fat stuff. And it was just a big boom in the industry, of course, including pharmaceutical industries, because fats make up the raw materials for hormones like testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, adrenal hormones. So we got low T. We got things like ED, erectile dysfunction, menopause at age 30, adrenal exhaustion. And the pharmaceutical companies made billions and billions of dollars manufacturing and selling Cialis and Viagra, Premarin, synthetic female hormone, adrenal stuff. And then they came out, of course, with the statin drugs to lower cholesterol, and we got Alzheimer's disease. Okay, it's like crazy. Well, this has gone on, and of course, the belief system since 1952, when this all came out, is so hard that it's like you can't tell the truth because people don't want to hear the truth. People just, hey, cholesterol is bad because my doctor said so. I got to ask my doctor. I can't change. I can't I have to keep taking my statin drugs to lower my cholesterol. No, you're going to wind up with Alzheimer's disease if you do. And so, of course, I'm finding in the 1960s on the big NIH project I had where I did 20,000 autopsies, I'm finding coronary artery disease and plaque in the coronary arteries of wild sheep from the Atlas Mountains of Iran. I'm finding plaque in the coronary arteries of wild pheasants and all kinds of wild birds. How's that happening? Okay, it turns out they're getting inflammatory oils like wheat germ oil that's oxidized and turned into trans fats, cytosine and acrylamides. And so I knew it was special stains and got it published in 1971 in an international pathology journal that these things weren't the problem. Okay, the fats weren't the problem. The lower the fat diet, the more you're going to get things like low TED, menopause, you're going to get Alzheimer's disease, you're going to wind up with all kinds of mental disease because 75% of your brain weight is the white matter of the brain. And guess what? The white matter of the brain that makes up 75% of your brain weight is almost 100% cholesterol. Cholesterol, as it turns out, can be your best friend. Well, hang on. We know that you have to listen to Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and we're going to be back, as Paul Harvey would say, with the rest of the story. Okay, after these messages. Now, I want you to get a hold of the books, Epigenetics, Immortality, Rare Earths Been Cures, and learn, why you have to eat fat. And that's why I came out with my newest CD. My newest CD says it all. A stick of butter a day keeps the doctor away. A stick of butter a day keeps the doctor away. It was a failed theory that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. In fact, apple juice is one of the worst inflammatory things that causes fatty liver because of the fructose in apple juice, just like high fructose corn syrup in fruit drinks and in soft drinks. Okay, fructose from any source is not a good sugar. Sucrose is not good. Even glucose is not good. But get a hold of those books, Epigenetics, Immortality, and Rare Earths Been Cures. Get a hold of that new CD, A Stick of Butter a Day Keeps the Doctor Away, and you'll learn the truth about fats and why you need to eat more fat if you want to live longer. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, most of you know that the Affordable Health Care Act is in a death spiral, and I urge you, because we at Longevity are growing like crazy, we need your help. And so if you're interested in starting your own longevity business, contact your longevity associate and ask for that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins, minerals, and trace minerals, and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. That's the trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy. If you have no experience running a business, get a hold of the book, Wall Street for Kids, learn how to be profitable, make a business plan, and get the same tax breaks that billionaires get. We don't want them to pay taxes. We want to get their tax breaks. So if we take away, their tax breaks, then we don't get the tax breaks. We've got to get the tax breaks. That's how you're going to save your money. That's how you're going to do well. Contact your longevity associate today. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I think you have been vindicated once again. As there is now a large 18-country study that they say may turn traditional nutritional thinking on its head. Research suggests that it's not fat in your diet that's raising your risk of premature death. It's too many carbohydrates. And that's something I've been hearing you talk about for at least 20 years, especially the refined kinds of carbs. They say may be the real killer. Also found that eating fruits, vegetables, and legumes may lower your risk of dying prematurely. 3 to 4 servings a day were enough. Any additional servings didn't seem to give you any more benefit. And they say, what does that all mean to you? A cheeseburger may be okay to eat, and adding lettuce and tomato to the burger is still good for you, but excess of the white flour burger bun may boost your risk of dying early. They say people with a high fat intake had about a 35% of their daily diet had a 23% lower risk of early death and an 18% lower risk of stroke compared to people who ate less fat. This comes from the lead author, Mashid Degan, an investigator with the Population Health Research Institute at McMaster University in Ontario. They also noted that there's very low intake of saturated fats below 3% of the daily diet was associated with a higher risk of death. A study compared the diets containing up to 13% daily. And they say high-carb diets containing an average of 75% carbohydrates were associated with a 28% increased risk of death versus low-carb diets. A study showed that, contrary to popular belief, increased consumption of dietary fats was associated with a lower death risk. According to this, Degan says, we found no evidence that below 10% of energy by saturated fats is beneficial, and going below 7% may be harmful, particularly when accompanied with a lower carbohydrate intake. Dr. Christopher Ramsden, a clinical investigator with the U.S. National Institute of Aging, says, there's a lot more information that's needed. They did a great job. They're going to have a lot more coming out in years to come, but it's hard to get down to recommendations regarding food at this point. He also noted that they did not look at specific types of food from which the nutrients were derived. From Bethany O'Day, who is a cardiologist and dietitian with Lenox Hill Hospital. And, this just all vindicates you, Doc, because this is what you've been talking about for a number of years, that it's not the fat in your diet that makes you fat, it's the sugar. It's
the sugar and the carbohydrates, exactly right. And, of course, what we found, too, that the people who had a high-carb, low-fat diet, they were the ones that got things like Parkinson's disease, MS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and Huntington's disease. They're the ones that got all kinds of dementias, including Korsakoff syndrome and Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. And because these are high-carbohydrate, low-fat diets that cause these problems, and everything that the medical profession has been pushing for over 100 years is wrong. And, of course, it was done, and I didn't get into all the details, where the Proctor and Gamble actually gave the American Heart Association in 1952 $1.7 million to endorse Crisco as a healthier way to eat compared to lard, butter, cream, and eggs. There was no research. There was no studies done, but the American Heart Association took the $1.7 million and gave the endorsement, And since 1952, when you take in all the industrialized nations, a low-fat, high-carb diet has killed more than 1 billion people. So think about that one. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and Night for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you need to lose that 10, 25, 50, 75, 100 pounds or more, contact your Longevity associate and ask for the book Hell's Kitchen. The subtitle is The Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity. It also discusses type 2 diabetes and the metabolic syndrome. Also get the book Energy Crisis and learn how the keto diet will help you lose that weight, half pound to 2 pounds a day. And of course, Longevity has the Keto Caramel Shake and the Keto Caramel Meal Bar Replacers. It makes it easy. You don't have to go buy stuff and put it all together and cook and everything. It's all pre-done for you, very convenient. 2 meals a day should be a keto caramel meal, either the shake or the bar, 2 to 3 meals a day. And Then you get the healthy weight loss pack, excuse me, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. And then you throw in the REV, R-E-V, put a dropper full under your tongue, 30 minutes for each meal, leave it absorb to your oral tissues, and you'll lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And the magic is you'll never gain the weight back as long as you stay in your 90 for life, because being overweight and obese has nothing to do with lack of exercise or eating too much. It's actually a nutritional deficiency of any one of the nutrients in a certain class of nutrients. There's 3 of them. If you're deficient in them, you'll be the 600-pound, 800-pound person. Okay. Let's see here, Doug. Let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Kentucky. And Lace, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Lace, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How can we help you today?
Well, I'm here with an aunt of mine. I'm interpreting for her. She speaks Spanish, but she has another niece who's having psychomotor delay problems with autistic conducts. And she is a 4-year-old little girl. But she didn't really walk until she was 2, and she just seems kind of late.
Okay, now a couple quick questions here. How much does she weigh? How much does she weigh?
We're not quite sure how much she weighs. We know she's 4 years old.
Okay, and she's small for her age?
Chiquita?
Okay, so let's
yes,
say...
she's very small. She's very thin.
Okay, so let's say 30 to 50 pounds, somewhere in there, that range. And does she have any other issues? Does she have any asthma or skin problems like eczema, anything like that?
Let me ask. My auntie, ¿ella tiene algunos problemas de eczema o de la piel? O... No, she doesn't seem to have any.
Okay. All right. Charmaine, this is a Charmaine question.
Yes.
Okay, this little girl weighs somewhere between 30 and 50 pounds. She's 4 years old, and she has autism, and she's got delay problems and so forth, which kind of goes along with autism. Is she verbal? Is she speaking at all?
No.
Okay, so she's nonverbal. Okay, what would you do for this little girl? Okay, what would you do for her, Charmaine?
I would get her on a gluten-free diet, and I'd also limit sugar, try to get her sugar-free, and give her a lot of eggs and butter in her diet, and then I would get her on, to save money and everything, I'd just get her on the Ultimate Daily, not the Daily, I would get her on the Liquid Classic and the EFAs.
Okay,
and
okay.
the Synaptive.
Okay, so yeah, it does get her on the Ultimate Classic Liquid. Okay, she can have a tablespoon, which is a half ounce at breakfast, and a tablespoon and a half ounce at dinner time. The EFAs, they get her the bottle of EFAs, so she can take 2 at breakfast, 2 at dinner time. And then the Synaptive, 2 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month for connections between the brain cells. Also the de-stress capsules. Ever take 2 of those twice a day, 1 bottle a month for the metabolism of the brain, and none of the bad stuff. And then call us every 2 weeks, Lace, and we'll walk you ladies through this. We'll be back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach today, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. That's 888-379-2552. Lines open. You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to live to be well beyond 100 chronologically, let's say 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200 plus, while being biologically 30, 40, 50, contact your Youngevity associate and ask for the books Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Immortality, and it teaches you why the top 20 longevity cultures have 40 times 100-year-olds. We do. They have 100-year-old per 250 of the population. We only have one per 10,000. And get the book Rare Earths Forbidden Cures. And then, of course, don't forget a stick of butter a day keeps the doctor away. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Bryant, Texas. And Jane, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Jane, you're on the air.
Hi there, Dr. Wallach. I have I'm a 72-year-old, 5'11", 165-pound man, works out and runs 3 times a week. 2 years ago, stents were implanted, and he was given aspirin and a statin drug. He took it for a year, and then he was off, and then we went on Youngevity. We had been on Youngevity, but not at full. Since the stent procedure, every time he would work out, he would get a spell where he would get very drowsy and almost fall asleep on his way home. And once home, he would sleep, wake up feeling poorly for a day or two, and things would get back to normal. This was occurring about every 3 months. 2 weeks ago, he had an occurrence, and he has not recovered as before. There is no pain in the head, but he's aware, as he says, he's aware of his brain. Okay, he was just tested for a blood clot and heart, and everything was fine, although the heart doctor wants to put him back on aspirin and statin.
Sure. Have you... do you know what his blood sugar is? Blood sugar levels are?
It's a high. It's high.
Okay, so he's either pre-diabetic.
It's borderline.
Yeah, so he's a pre-diabetic or borderline diabetic. Okay.
Yes.
What about?
First of all, I'm going to tell you what he's taking. Okay, of Youngevity, so you have an idea. He's got sweeties. This is every morning and night. 1 sweetie, 1 Digest Plus. 2 EFA pluses, 1 EFA, 2 selenium, 2 de-stress, 1 immortality, 1 smart, 1 cell, 4 glucogels, 1 killer biotic. And we take herbs, adrenal, hypothalamus, circulatory, antioxidant, and male hormone. Now.
Okay, let me stop. Okay, so does he have any skin problems or respiratory problems?
No.
Okay. Yeah, this could be what we call, in the old days, narcolepsy. Modern times, it would be called reactive hypoglycemia, where after a meal, half hour after the meal, you get drowsy and sleepy, and this could last for 4, 5, 6 hours. Okay. And he's been tested for blood clots in the brain and the heart, haven't found any of those. And so I'm kind of thinking of a biochemical problem here, that he does have a blood sugar problem. And it's not necessarily, even though it might be prediabetes, there's this other problem called reactive hypoglycemia, and another name for it is hyperinsulinemia. So I would do a 6-hour glucose tolerance test on him, which he can do himself. Get the book Let's Play Doctor, and it teaches him how to do a 6-hour glucose tolerance test. And then when you get the numbers, call us, and we'll kind of confirm or not confirm. But it sounds to me like a guy who's 165 pounds, he's getting 1 Sweeties twice a day or something like that, is way, way low for his body weight. So there's 2 reasons why things don't work. Number 1, Char, is what?
Number 1 is you're not absorbing, and number 2 is you're not taking enough of your body weight.
You're underdosing, exactly. So what would you do for this guy who's 165 pounds, 72 years old? He has borderline blood sugar problems, okay, kind of pre-diabetic. And so hang on here, Jane. Char and I will be back, and we're going to give you what we think he should be doing after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552 on the priority line, 831-685-1080. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And let's see here. Because of all these hurricanes and floods and so forth going on in Texas and now southeast Louisiana, and it's heading up towards Tennessee and Kentucky. And so I would, and even Alabama, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the Gulf Coast of Alabama, Gulfport and places like that too. And so I would get a hold of your Youngevity associate and get a hold of the book Prepare. The subtitle is The Prepper's Survival Bible. Learn what you need to do to prepare before something happens. Don't think, oh, gosh, we've had this big, horrible tornado and hurricane. We got all this mess. We need to get some stuff. You need to get the stuff before you have the problem. Okay, and don't forget longevity. We have the Go Foods 25-year storage, freeze-dried meals and so forth, flours and things like that. I don't mean like sniffy, good-smelling flours. I mean Flour, where you can make your own gluten-free foods and so on. And then we have the Beyond Organics, the grass-fed, grain-free cattle, cheese and yogurt and butter. And, of course, we have all kinds of good stuff, the 90 Essential Nutrients. We have Pure Works for disinfecting your hands and so forth. Being clean is important when you have these emergencies to avoid infections, or colloidal silver, killer biotic, and so on, or Sports Drink Rebound, which has 100 nutrients in it. Gatorade has 2, Powerade has 6. There's all kinds of things you can do, and follow the guidance of the book, Prepare, and you'll be safer and have a higher probability of surviving comfortably. Okay, let's see here. Doug, let's go right back to Texas and Jane. Okay, Charmaine?
Yes.
Okay, what diet would you put this guy on? I believe he's got a blood sugar problem, reactive hypoglycemia, narcolepsy, and Jane's going to suggest to this guy that he does he can do it by himself. His relatives can help him. A 6-hour glucose tolerance test, save the numbers, and the book Let's Play Doctor shows you in great detail how to do this and shows you what a reactive hypoglycemia curve looks like compared to the normal curves and so forth. That's the Let's Play Doctor book. So what would you give this guy as a diet?
Well, I would get him on a gluten-free diet just for the heck of it anyway, and obviously limit his sugar, and I would, for the issues he has, and his weight, I would get him on 2 healthy blood sugar packs.
Okay, 2 healthy blood sugar packs, very, very good. Full dose of everything twice a day. And also make sure in his diet that he had like 3 eggs at breakfast, 3 eggs at lunch, 3 eggs at dinner time. I'd have him take 3 scrambled eggs and butter at bedtime instead of ice cream for a bedtime snack. And he needs animal protein with each meal, and get all the grains out of his diet, and fruit juices and things like that. Soft drinks, of course, got to go. And let's go that direction. Then give us a call. As you collect the information, I'd get he can actually do the 6-hour blood glucose tolerance test before our products get to him. In Texas, it might take, with all this emergency stuff going on and the bad weather, it might take 5 to 7 working days to get the product to him. But he can begin to give up all the bad stuff, okay, immediately. When you hang up here, tell him what to do with the diet-wise, and that's going to help him right out of the chute. Okay? Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to New York, and Daida, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Daida, you're on the air.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Yes, how can we help you?
Yes, I'm 44 years old, 150 pounds. A year ago, I was diagnosed with pre-cancer cell on my breast, LCIS, and I'm supposed to do a breast MRI every 6 months.
Okay, these precancerous cells, were they found with a biopsy or?
Open biopsy,
Open biopsy, okay. Let's see, how much do you weigh, 150 pounds?
150 pounds, 44 years old.
Okay, and do you have any other issues like diabetes, arthritis, high blood pressure?
No other issue.
Okay, and no asthma as a kid, anything like that?
When I was younger, I suffered from asthma, yes.
Okay. So what's her problem, underlying problem, Charmaine?
She has a gluten intolerance, is not able to absorb nutrients, what little is in the food.
Okay, now what would you do to support her immune system, which is your best friend when you have precancerous stuff? Your best friend is your immune system, which is going to help you. Yeah, so what would you do to support her immune system?
Well, first of all, I would get her on a gluten-free diet, and I would get her on to support, because of her weight and her problems, I would get her on 2 healthy brain and heart packs and go from there.
Okay. And what else would you give her? I'd give her one more antioxidant. Your choice. What would you give her?
My choice? There's so many, but I would give her the Z-Radical.
That's what I would do, too. Z-Radical, 2 ounces a day, 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner time. That's 2 quarts a month. It has 3 super juices and fucoid in it, a great extract from red marine algae. The Japanese give credit to it for the reason why they have a much lower rate of cancer than we do and have a higher survival rate of cancer than we do. And so it would be 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. Put her on the Fucoid Z, 1 ounce at breakfast, 1 ounce at dinner time. And then, of course, she needs to give up all the bad foods which cause free radicals, and that actually can initiate or aggravate cancer, certainly. And we're talking about absolutely no fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no oils, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, salt, and cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, brown, and oats, no sugar, natural or processed. And then call us as more information comes along. She can start the diet immediately. It's going to take maybe 5 working days to get the product to New York, okay, from California, or maybe 3 to 5 working days from Tennessee, where we have another warehouse. But at any rate, she can start the diet immediately, and that's going to get her going in the right direction. Call us 2 weeks after she starts her supplement program. 2 weeks and 4 weeks and 6 weeks will walk you ladies through this. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Washington State. And Galen, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Galen, you're on the air.
Yes, hello?
Yes, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Oh, yes. Well, bless you, sir. Oh, I have so much adrenaline. Okay, I'm going to try really hard. So I have 2 health challenges, and I have questions about the diagnostic approach and nutritional treatment plan.
Okay, so what are your health challenges?
It took a while for me to get to those questions. So my stats are 69, 4'11", 110. This year I just gained back 14 pounds from 96 pounds. And so I have no methylation, and I have compromised chewing and digestion because I have dentures, and I can't enunciate with dentures either. So it's been an amazing journey to not get railroaded.
Okay, now stop. You're kind of wandering all over the place, and I don't. Just tell me your issues. Just name the issues for me.
Now, and so one is an extensive uterine prolapse with pressure on the bladder and a weak pelvic floor. The second one is a thickening of the lining with the uterus with 2 growths, 2 centimeters and 3 centimeters.
Okay, is this called, wait a minute, are they calling it endometriosis of some kind?
Yes, they're saying it could be that kind of cancer, but it could also be fibroids or polyps. But there's a thickening of
okay, have they done a biopsy?
No, see, because so I wrote this a certain way. It's really hard for me at 69, and I'm so much adrenaline.
Okay, so now you need to listen. Get your pen and paper out. Okay, Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. We need to help Galen. She weighs 96 pounds. She started out at 110 pounds. She's down to 96 now. She has a uterine prolapse. The ligaments and tendons holding the uterus in place are either relaxing or failing one way or another. It's not uncommon in women of middle age to have a prolapsed uterus or prolapsed bladder because these ligaments are breaking down or failing. And then, of course, she has endometriosis and inflammation of some kind in the lining of her uterus. And they don't know if they're going to call them fibroids or if they're precancerous or what. So we're still sort of in limbo in the beginning here. They have not done a biopsy. So what would you do for this gal, diet-wise, first of all?
First, I would get her on a gluten-free diet just for the heck of it.
Okay, we'll stop there. We got to run because of that message music, and we'll come back and we'll give Galen her diet and her supplement program to support her immune system after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, Nine Flag Crusade. And Doug, let's go back to Washington State and Galen. Okay, Shar, we left off. You had started out by putting her on a gluten-free diet to maximize absorption, reduce inflammation. What else would you do diet-wise?
Well, I would get her on basically a healthy brain and heart pack, but I would also add the glucogel to that.
Okay, for the ligaments and tendons holding the uterus and the bladder, very, very good.
And obviously, I don't know if she's still cycling, but if she is, she needs to quit using tampons.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Now, what would you do to make gravity work in her favor for 6 hours a day?
I would put a 2x4 at the bottom feet of the bed.
Yeah, the feet of the bed, right?
Yep.
The foot of the bed.
Yep.
Not under her feet, but under the foot of the bed, because I want the whole bed to be, the foot end of the bed to be 2 inches higher than her head, and let gravity help pull the uterus and bladder back in based on gravity for 6-8 hours a night while she's sleeping. Also, there is a device. You can go to a pharmacy and get this device without a prescription. It's called a pituary, and it's actually a rubber ring with 2 fingers on it. It's placed in the vagina every night when she goes to bed, and it will help hold, even when she's walking around vertically, and it will help hold the uterus and the bladder in position. Okay, so she got one healthy brain and heart pack, and let's see here. What antioxidant would you give her at 96 pounds?
Probably I'd give her Z-Radical too.
Yeah, I would. I'd give her a tablespoon twice a day. That's a half ounce twice a day, 1 bottle a month of the Z-Radical. And if they do biopsies and they come back negative for cancer, and they're just simple fibroids and endometriosis, and as you said, no tampons if she's still cycling, because that can be the root cause, if you will, of endometriosis. But I would use the Woman's FX. I'd give her an ounce of that twice a day, but I wouldn't do that unless she's got a biopsy that's negative for cancer. Okay, she could take, again, the Woman's Hormone Support by Good Herbs, take a couple of doses of that a day, one at breakfast, one at dinner time. She could take the Xerafem, Xerafem, but I wouldn't do any of those things if she comes back with a positive uterine cancer or ovarian cancer or anything like that. Okay? So you have your homework to do here, Galen. Since you're from Washington State, you're on the West Coast, it'll take like 2 working days to get the products after you order them through your Longevity associate, if you're not already an associate or a preferred customer. And but you can start the diet immediately. Give up the inflammatory things, fried foods, processed meats, oils, and glutens, and that's going to begin to help you and your immune system deal with the fibroids and the endometriosis. Okay, Doug, how much time we have here?
Got about 90 seconds.
90 seconds. Okay, now this is can be a Char moment. Char? Okay. I mean, you know, we deal with these things all over the place, and invariably it has to do with people's diets and a lack of nutrition. And, you know, we've met people who just jump on it right away and do all the right thing, get the benefits. And we have a lot of people who resist it. Okay, and what CDs do you like the best when somebody's kind of skeptical? And what CDs would you have them listen to? What DVDs would you have them watch? And what books would you have them read if they're skeptical?
Well, if they're really skeptical, they need to just read the epigenetics book, you know.
Okay.
That way they can get the whole thing right there.
Okay, yeah, it's a bestseller on Amazon right now.
Yep.
And so what CDs would you have them listen to?
Well, one would be good would be the Serial Killers, and of course the original Dead Doctors Don't Lie or the best of Dead Doctors Don't Lie is always great because it goes over a wide range of issues that pretty much cover most of what the average American suffers from. Yeah.
Yeah, and what would you do as far as my newest CD? What's that one called, the newest one?
Stick a butter a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, stick a butter a day keeps the doctor away. It flies in the face of everything the doctors say. Okay. And so, you know, you've been doing this for pushing, almost between 27 and 28 years. And so we're very, very proud of you. I mean, you've literally helped over the years millions of people through your radio contacts, as well as going to trade shows with my mother 27 years ago and putting on trade shows kind of thing. So we really appreciate you, Char. Thank you very much. Thank you, Doug and Sam. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.